And that's all our sponsors for today's podcast. Please make sure to use the code FORCOM24 for 15% off from the respective sponsors' products and services.
Hello, we didn't mean to intrude, but are we late for today's episode?
Oh, it seems that K-pop group Ruji just made it in time. Please come in. We also have an esteemed guest with us today, Mr. Gian Franco.
Hello.
It's so nice to meet you guys. I am a social media content creator and influencer, and I have been following your music for a while now. I've also been an avid K-pop fan for years.
Oh, we found you too. Nice to meet you.
Well, then I assume that everyone's settled, and I also assume that everyone here knows the purpose of this podcast episode. So please introduce yourselves.
1, 2, 3. Eyes on us. Hello, we are Rude Genius. Hi, my name is CJ.
My name is Jake.
My name is Harold, and it's so nice to meet you.
Hello everyone, my name is Gianfranco. Again, I am an influencer, and I am so glad that you guys have me here today.
Okay, so first and foremost, I just want to ask, what is your stance on K-pop? Is it a proliferation of someone else's culture or a disadvantage to your own?
I'd like to preface this by saying that K-pop is a big subgenre on its own, and is relatively international. It is not as famous as rap or western pop, but the artists and idols under this subgenre still get a relatively good amount of attention.
Yes, exactly. So, P-pop is like a subgenre under a subgenre, and the same stand with culture is shared. So only now with Filipino group artists that incorporate dance, singing, and rap Filipino pop cultures.
But even as a K-pop stan, I still recognize that K-pop stan culture has greatly affected the identity of predominantly younger Filipinos. TikTok and YouTube dances now have K-pop dance challenges. Filipinos stream K-pop songs often, and even go as far as to learning the Korean language.
Hold time first, Mr. Gian.
K-pop and the growth of K-pop have directly caused a change of identity in Filipinos. Culture and music is shared and understood.
That's right. There isn't necessarily loss when learning and diving into a cultures that originated in a much different place.
But even then, a lot of people in the younger Filipino population have access to social media and modern technology these days. It's so easy for them to be influenced by things that are considered accessible, and K-pop is no exception to that. If that's the first thing they learn, then they might not even have enough time to learn their culture in a deeper sense.
But didn't they just say that culture is meant to be shared?
If culture is meant to be shared, if everything in culture is meant to be shared, then what is the point of cultural heritage and cultural appropriation? That only gives way for people to start misusing other people's cultures in the guise of being shared.
But that's not it always ends up. Every person under a nation has their own niche interpretation and expression of culture such as K-pop. The meme literacy, the transliteration, humor, and the Filipinizing of certain idols' names is a subculture that belongs to us and us alone.
Yes, and K-pop is a relatively good way of creating a subgenre of a cultures from another nation. And its music is from us and us alone. And few elements was inspired by another.
So what you're saying is everything is a copy of a copy of a copy.
I mean, you like K-pop, so I also assume that you like Western rock and rap.
Yes, I do. What about it?
If P-pop becomes more popular, so it shows that K-pop isn't that bad thing for Filipino culture. So we can like what we like without getting in a way of being proud of being Filipino. So that's two different things to talk about.
Exactly. I wouldn't consider myself whitewashed or Western-minded and singing English rhythm and blues.
But then how would this current generation of younger Filipinos ever learn to be more secure with their identity when they keep diving into everyone else's?
That's why making our own version of culture that is inspired by them but not necessarily copying them is a healthy way to divert the attention back to our Filipino identity.
Exactly. So P-pop makes use of music genres that are inherently pop. So with a mix of rock and rap, we can help promote Filipino music for everyone. And also to our fellow Filipino, and also to our fellow Filipinos to enjoy it.
So Mr. Gian is just worried that we might cultural dissolution because of how fun Filipinos are with Korean culture and K-pop. However, now we also have our own. We also have P-pop idols just like them. P-pop is inspired from K-pop, right? So it is also a way of promoting our own culture, the Filipino culture as well. And I just want to share a quote from Mr. Johan Honzinga. If we are to preserve our culture, we must also continue to create it. K-pop's influence in the Philippines led to a cultural exchange where Filipino fans does not only consume K-pop but also adopt it to fit in our own cultural context. That process involves the creation of Filipino versions of K-pop music, dances, and fashion, contributing to the continuous evolution of Filipino cultural identity. And that's all for today's podcast. Thank you guys for guesting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And do you have anything to promote, guys?
So guys, don't forget to stream our new music in Spotify.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to
Like,
Share,
and
subscribe.
bye.
Bye.